So this is one section of my bonsai corner for my larger trees. It's made of some steel tables that were repurposed, a blue vinyl tarp that was put in between the metal and the wood to try and keep the metal from getting any wet or rust on it. Some stair tread boards, which are pretty thick, pretty sturdy. Not what I thought I was buying, but once I bought them, I'm like, well, I'm going to use them. And this is a place where my larger trees can go. You know, it's 3 feet wide, so it can certainly support any size tree that I want to put up here. Currently, my elms, small oaks, sumac, and my stewardia, and my poor pomegranate, which is still showing no signs of life whatsoever after I hibernated it. And all the yellow stickies are mainly leftovers from when they have to spend part of their time indoors. But it does help catch some of the other flies and things that pop up outside. Over here is the other main section of my bonsai corner, where I followed one of Notion Bonsai, Adam from Notion Bonsai. Some of his directive on building an easy bonsai bench. I made mine a bit taller so that it would match up closer to the height of these old stairs, which is where I was keeping them, but the dryer vent blows out there, makes kind of a hot spot, and then when the air conditioner unit starts going, it makes kind of a wind tunnel, wind cyclone for some of the trees. So I only can put the bigger, sturdier things up there. That's why right in front of the AC unit is a black currant that I'm going to be bonsaiing in the future. It's just pre-bonsai right now. There's a little geranium next to it. And I also keep the everbearing mulberry up here and the corkscrew hazel in its pot. They're all leafed out really nicely this year. And then this right here is Arabian jasmine, which is flowering. It started flowering in the studio like it does. Smells fantastic. I chopped it way back. It has an unfortunate fork here that was leaning way back, so it's trimmed up. It's going to be much shorter and bushier. Probably never become a bonsai again. It just didn't do well as a bonsai. And then over here is the main bench. On this end I have some river birch, which is just starting to leaf out. A blueberry clump, which is flowering nicely right now. This is just some succulent, I think it's rose blush, aloe. An elm, a pre-bonsai elm, pre-bonsai clump of Yamadori hazelnut. Not corkscrew hazel like the other one. This is a regular hazelnut. It's like got 4 trunks and one other, almost like a sucker. We're letting that go till I decide how I want to trim it. This here is a little elm forest, little grove that I made. One of the first of the groves that I've started. This is a pre-bonsai American elm, reaching up to the top there. It's a skinny trunk. This one I would like to be vase-shaped like a natural tree would be, a natural elm. And then here is a staghorn sumac, a tree I just happen to love. The shadow behind it looks really cool. It's a native tree. I don't know, I've never seen anybody bonsai one before, but I'm going to give it a go. And then down here I have a Kojinomai cherry. Looking great. A smoke tree variety that's a dwarf. It's called Velvetini. So I'm looking forward to working with this. This is the newest tree that I've got. This is a linden. Never had that before, so I'm learning about that. This is my old dawn redwood forest. There's only 4 trees. I am growing up some other trees for this forest. I had to learn the hard way about dawn redwood. which is why they're in the state they're in. I'm rebuilding branches and apexes on these trunks. And that's what's out here currently. I have a bunch of tropicals that are still in in the studio waiting to come out here. But since I have good weather right now, I thought I'd share what's on this bench. I have to leave an opening on one side for the hoses. And then this area gets, voodoo lily gets put up here, and some of the other hardier plants, once they come out from storage, they can come in here. It's a lovely little geranium. Some store-bought one that I got as a gift for Mother's Day, but it's got a crazy bend in its trunk. This is my pond area. It's just recovering from winter. The waterfall is not running yet. There's an air bubbler in here for the fish. Mostly wild things grow here. Dandelion, plantain, a ground succulent, toad lily, and some other wild plants. Mosses. There's a mulberry in the shade there by the light fixture. And there's daylilies in here, some lilies. A few wild elms that I've pulled out of here for bonsai purposes. And, I don't know, you probably can't see the fish yet. It's too dark over the shadows of the pond. There's some shabunkin and oranda in here. My husband did not understand what orandas were when he bought them, so we're doing our best with the orandas. They are not a fish that really belongs in a pond, but they survive out here.